Next, we have local file, a file stored on the hard disk of your computer as opposed to a file stored on an internet server or some other remote computer. Then we have Lotus. Lotus Development Corporation, the software company responsible for the Notes line of products. Then we have LCD, acronym for Liquid Crystal Display, is the technology used for displays in notebook and other smaller computers. Like light emitting diode, that is LED, and glass plasma technologies, LCDs allow displays to be much thinner than cathode ray tube. LCDs consume much less power compared to LED and gas display, because they work on the principle of blocking light rather than emitting it. Then we have Mac, short for Macintosh, the other type of personal computer manufactured by Apple Computer. Then we have MB, means megabyte, that is 1 million bytes, a measure of the quantity of data. A megabyte is a lot when you are talking about files containing simple text messages, but it's not much when you are talking about files containing videos or photos. Then we have modem. It's a device that plugs into a standard telephone jack and allows a computer to transmit and receive information over commercial telephone lines. Another type of device is a NIC, or network interface card, which is used for networks like LANs and WANs. Then we have monitor. The screen on which you see your work, whether in color, grayscale, or black and white. Color monitors can show from 16 to over a million different colors. The other important setting in monitors is the resolution. The resolution of a monitor indicates how densely packed the pixels, how densely packed the pixels are. In general, the more pixels, the sharper the image will be. Then we have MP3. This stands for MPEG-1 audio layer 3, and it's a digital compressed music file. MP3 files are often downloaded or exchanged between people online. We have mouse, a small handled device attached to a computer. When moved across any flat surface, it results in the movement of something on the computer screen called a cursor. Includes one or more buttons that allow the user to select graphics or text on screen. Then we have MPEG, acronym for Motion Picture Experts Group, a video file compression system used on the web. Then we have MAN. It is Metropolitan Area Network. A metropolitan area network is a network that interconnects users with computer resources in a geographic area that is larger than that is covered by even a large local area network, but smaller than the wide area network. Then we have network. Two or more computers connected to one another for the transfer and sharing of information. A group of computers spread out over a large area that are connected with each other, whether by telephone lines, fiber optic cables, or some other linkage. These are usually further defined as a LAN or a WAN. LAN stands for the local area network and WAN for the wide area network. WANs are usually created for large geographical areas and typically consist of two or more LANs. So network is a two or more computers connected to one another for the transfer and sharing of information. A group of computers spread out over a large area that are connected with each other, whether by telephone lines, fiber optic cables, or some other linkage. These are usually further defined as a LAN or a WAN. LAN stands for the local area network, WAN for wide area network. So WANs are usually created for large geographical areas and typically consist of two or more LANs. Then we have NIC. It's network interface card. This is a card inserted into your computer or laptop that allows it to communicate with a network, usually a LAN or a WAN. A type of NIC that is specifically made for LANs is called an Ethernet card, and it comes in several different connection speeds. A NIC is connected to a special network outlet with a cord that looks like a little bit like a fat phone cord. Have operating system. Also, also known as platform. These terms refer to the software that the computer uses to operate and not to manufacturer or a company. There are many operating systems available in the market like Windows, Android, and online. Means connected. So when you say you are online, and you're online if you are working on your computer while it is connected to another computer. Your printer is online if it is connected to your computer and ready to accept data. Then we have PC, which is personal computer, usually referred to what is commonly known as an IBM compatible computer. Then we have PDF, means portable document format, a document format read by Adobe Systems Acrobat Viewer. This format is excellent for displaying instruction manuals and other large documents in a web-ready state. Then we have PCI, means peripheral component interconnect, which is an interconnection system between a microprocessor and attached devices, in which expansion slots are spaced closely for high-speed operation. Then we have peripherals. These are the devices connected to a computer, which are not a part of the main machine. Examples are mouse, speakers, keyboards, printers, scanners, etc. Then we have plugin. It's a helper application that works within a browser. It adds more functionality to a browser commonly associated with the Netscape Navigator browser software. Then we have port. Port refers to the hardware through which computer data is transmitted. The plugs on the back of your computer are ports. On the internet, port often refers to a particular application. For instance, you might telnet to a particular port on a particular host. The port is actually an application. Then we have POS. Means point of sale. Refers to the capturing of data and customer payment information at a physical location when goods or services are bought and sold. The POS transaction is captured using a variety of devices, which includes computers, cash registers, optical and barcode scanners, magnetic card readers, or any combination of these devices. And then we have postmaster. The person at a host who is responsible for managing the mail system. If you need information about a user at a particular host, you can usually send email to the postmaster at postmaster hostname. Then we have protocol of rules computer programmers apply when writing code for a specific software. Computers and networks interact according to the standard protocols, which determine the behavior that each side of a network connection expects from the other side. And we have query. Query is a search question that has been asked in a manner the computer's database system can understand and use. Then we have RAM. Means random access memory. The computer's short-term memory used whenever an action is performed by a program. It is also called the active memory. RAM is what the computer uses to run all applications. RAM is usually specified in MB. Or sometimes GB. Then we have remote computer. Computer located somewhere else along a network. As for example, the computer containing the online catalog of your local public library. Remote is a relative term to the computer immediately at hand. A remote computer can actually be located within the same room, or it can be halfway around the world. Then we have ROM. The read-only memory in which information is saved once and can never be altered. For example, CD-ROM drives read information saved on compact discs, but cannot make changes to it. For that, you need a CD-RW drive. Some ROM is built into your computer to help it get started when you turn it on. Then we have SCSI. It's small computer system Interface, a set of standards used by an input device to interface with the computer. SCSI systems can daisy chain up to 7 devices to a single connection. In other words, one device can connect to other device and to another unit and to another until it connects to the computer. Because several devices can connect to one single input connection, each device must be properly terminated for the entire chain of devices to work. Then we have search engine, a tool used which matches keywords you enter with titles and descriptions on the internet, then displays the matches, allowing you to easily locate a subject. Similar to a card catalog, but not as efficient. Common search engines are WebCrawler, Yahoo, AltaVista, InfoSeek, and Lycos.